Hey worship vocalists, my name is Charmaine Brown. I'm a vocal coach and founder of worshipvocalist.com along with my husband Jason. And I've got a tip to share with you today that I believe is gonna take your singing to the next level by giving you more freedom in your voice, less strain, more flexibility, more stamina. I'm gonna show you how to train your voice by singing through a straw. This is often called straw phonation, but don't let that fancy word throw you off. All it means is we're creating sound through a straw. So why is this so good for the voice, and how is it gonna help you as a worship vocalist? Great question. Well, I can assume that if you're here watching singing tip videos, you love to sing, you love to worship the Lord, but I also know that many worship leaders struggle to sing with the sound quality that they want and the ease that they want to feel in their voice. So often we know what we want our voice to be able to do, but when we sing worship songs, that's not what we hear coming out. And often your voice maybe just doesn't feel good. You feel strain when you sing or after you sing, and it can be really disheartening. If this is you, believe me, I can absolutely relate. When I started singing on my worship team, I was super passionate about singing. I love to sing. I sang all the time, but my voice didn't do what I wanted it to do, and it felt tired and strained after singing. It was really, really frustrating. And what I finally discovered was the problem is that just singing songs doesn't make our voice sound better, because singing songs doesn't get at the root of the problem. What's actually happening for a lot of singers is that as air passes over them, the vocal cords in your throat are vibrating together, but they're not fully in sync with each other. They're not moving symmetrically, which causes instability in the sound that comes out. Often the voice wobbles or breaks apart, or it gets breathy and you lose power. A lot of times you'll find you can't get to the high notes or the low notes easily. And so what we need to do is use specific exercises to train our vocal muscles to be coordinated so that the vocal cords vibrate in sync with one another, okay? We want them to be coming together evenly. This is where the straw comes in. The beauty of straw phonation is that it's what we call a semi-occluded vocal tract exercise, which means that your mouth is partially closed as you do it, semi-occluded. And when we sing through the straw, what's happening is that there's more air coming from the lungs than can come out through this small opening in the straw. So the rest of that air hits the lips and moves backwards, back towards the vocal cords, and provides a really healthy pressure. We call it back pressure, okay? So there's this forward pressure coming from the lungs toward the vocal cords, backwards pressure coming from the lips toward the vocal cords, and the combination of that forward pressure and backward pressure helps train the vocal cords to start coming together evenly. And when they come together evenly, they're able to vibrate much more easily, which for you means your voice will have more clarity, more power, more stability. Your voice will start to sound better with a lot less effort from you. Sounds like a good deal, doesn't it? And by the way, this is based on many, many years of science, especially research done by a voice scientist named Ingo Tietze. If you're interested in the really sciencey details behind all of this, I encourage you to check out the research that he's done. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Pause the video and grab a straw if you can, so we can go through these exercises together. If you don't have a straw, some other ideas I've heard are the cylinder of a pen. If you just take the ink out, that works. Or even a piece of uncooked penne. Okay, we're just looking for something with a small opening that you can sing into. For most singers, you're going to want to start with a 6mm diameter, which is basically just your regular size straw. That's what I have here. However, for more advanced singers, a smaller straw is going to work better for you. How do you know what size straw you should use? Start with a bigger size. Again, you want just like a regular size straw, not like a bubble tea straw that's too big. But if that feels really, really easy and you don't feel any of that healthy back pressure in your throat, try a smaller straw. 3 millimeter diameter is great. Think like juice box size. I've got a 3 millimeter here. Okay, so just take your straw and start making sound through it. Just slide up and down, really simple. Now we're going to do some octave slides like this. You can do this on pitch with me or an octave down if that suits your range better. A couple tips, you want to make sure you're not tightening your lips too much. Make sure there's a seal against the straw, but other than that, your lips should be relaxed. You also want to make sure there's not air coming out through your nose. It should be coming only through the straw. And to check on this, you can just plug your nose as you're doing the exercise, and it should sound exactly the same with your nose plugged and unplugged. Okay, so let's do these octave slides. Here we go. We're just going to do a few together. And you can keep going. You can do that all through your range. Another great thing you can do is choose a song that you love to sing and sing it through the straw. You can just try it with me right now. We'll do the chorus of I Surrender All. And through a piece of penne, just for fun. The sound that's coming out through the straw is not going to be loud, okay? It's sometimes hard to believe that this could be doing much for your voice, but I can assure you this is doing incredible things to train your voice. Straw phonation is amazing both for beginner singers and advanced singers. For beginners, I want you to think of this like training wheels on a bike, okay? The straw helps your vocal muscles find the right coordinations and helps them find the balance that your voice needs to sing efficiently without the straw. And for more advanced singers, this is going to help fine tune the way your voice functions. And also the straw is incredible for whenever your voice is tired or for vocal recovery after being sick. It's really amazing as a vocal therapy exercise. Singing through a straw is going to train your voice to be more efficient, okay? It helps balance the airflow and the compression of your vocal cords, and it also helps create the most efficient space in your vocal tract for singing. So if you want to have more control over your voice and feel less strain when you sing, which hopefully we all do, the more often you can do this, the better. Okay, I recommend doing straw exercises every day if you can, 2 to 4 times a day for even just a couple minutes at a time. In the morning to warm up your voice, and at the end of the day as a relaxation exercise. These are both great times to do it. And then if you think of it, pick up a straw another couple times in the day. I usually suggest a full day of vocal rest per week, but straw singing would be, I would say, the only exception to that rule because it's an amazing recovery exercise. Doing it on your day off of singing is totally fine and very healthy for the voice. Basically, the more you use your voice, the more straw phonation will be beneficial. These exercises are going to be especially helpful for you if you find that your voice gets tired easily, or if you have a tendency to strain when you sing. If you know that you tend to push up your chest voice, that causes so much tension and fatigue. So straw phonation is going to be an important part of retraining your voice. It's not the whole picture. There are other exercises you need as well. So I encourage you to check out my courses on worshipvocalist.com for video lessons and audio workouts that will help build your resonance, help expand your range, increase your pitch accuracy, help you develop your mix voice. I would love to see you in the Worship Vocalist community. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Please leave your questions and comments below, and I'll see you next time.